Ladies and gentlemen, it is just got real.
Traptendo.
What's going on, guys? DJ F here. Smash that like button, and today we're going to be talking about something really cool. I've already talked about on this channel, which is the Mpc Live, but man, the Mpc X really caught me off guard. I really wasn't expecting that. So if you have been a part of the previous discussion where we was talking about if it's worth it or not, please, comment below. And if you're just new to the discussion, I want to hear everything from you guys, your feelings of whatnot. Just express yourselves. So a brief history on AKAI in general and the Mpc. So Roger Lin, which is the founder of this type of workflow, he engineered and wrote the software OS for a company named AKAI, which is out in Japan. They both came up with the Mpc 60, which was the flagship drum sampler at the time. Not the first type of drum sampler, but the flagship sampler that everybody loved. So from there came the Mpc 3000, which was the second iteration, and it doubled the sampling time and added some more bells and whistles. Then came my personal favorite, which was the Mpc 2000, which was incredible for its time, which did exactly as the 3000 and doubled everything and added some more bells and whistles in the IOs and then the SCSI. So from that point on there, we were just going to go ahead, and I will leave you the links in the description box, and we're going to get a visual of these beautiful machines that got announced. Just a quick reminder, again, the links will be in the description box for everything that I'm going to talk about and everything I'm going to show in this video. So, first off, my first impressions of the Mpc Live, like I said last video, I really do like the body of it. It shapes itself to be a portable unit, and it is a portable unit because it does sport a lithium-ion battery that will last up to 4 or 5 hours. So that is really good there on AKAI's end there for the Mpc Live, because they want people to perform with it and go on stage and just be fully portable, put it in a book bag and whatnot. And AKAI already knew that there would be those snarkly people about it if that was the only standalone unit that they had, and that the fact of the shape of the body of itself or the chassis. So that's why they came up with the Mpc X, which is flat out gorgeous. I mean, take a look at this thing. It is beautiful. I mean, I have never seen an AKAI Mpc that looks this sporty. And for the fact that it has on the Q-Link knobs that has OLED parameters that you can mess with, and then it looks like this is iPad size worthy, like an iPad mini 7 or something like that. And with the touch capacity of an iPad mini screen, I mean, you can see in the demonstrations that he was not struggling at all to touch the screen. So it looks like they really focused on that, as well as the workflow and the software, which this is the 2.0 that everybody has been screaming about, and where is it at. So they made some gradual improvements. One thing I do want to note about the Mpc X, and I didn't hear about the Mpc Live, is that the Mpc X has CV and gate. So if you have a lot of modular gear, that means you can sync to it. So that is really good. So I guess they're exclusively including that with the Mpc X. Well, it is what it is. So you can't have everything. But one of the things that I want to point out about the Mpc X is the fact that it's a full form factor production studio. So you can plug up a microphone to it. It has 2 MIDI ins, 2 MIDI outs, and I might be wrong for the Mpc X. And you can plug up a guitar in the front. You have stuff that you can plug up in the front of the machine itself. So that is really good, as well as a VU meter, so you can check your levels as you go. So it's a full audio interface and a production machine, so you can actually perhaps check out your audio interface that you have right now if you're going to go standalone, as well as working with it on the computer. It has those bonuses about it. One of the things I wanted to point out that both systems do have is a launching mode. The launching mode is going to be I think it's called clip mode or whatnot, and you'll be able to audition sounds. However, it will audition sounds and lock into the bars for you, so that way that if you're one of those guys that might have like performance issues where if you're shaky or whatnot, and you really can't hit stuff on beat, it will do that for you. So that's really good. So that's kind of like a sync mode for everybody. Sync mode. But yeah, they thought about the DJs because they thought about the line of people that are gonna get this, is because a lot of producers are becoming DJs, a lot of DJs are becoming producers, which really, to be quite honest, it's always been like that, especially in hip hop. But I guess that's like a new thing. And I know somebody asked me about if the machine itself will have like integration with other DAWs, which I find that to be kind of counterproductive, because the whole point of them, making a standalone machine in general is the fact that, you get to have the fun factor of messing with knobs and buttons and pads, and, you'll be able to produce that way, and then if you want, at the end of the day, you can just plug it up to your laptop and dump all the stuff in there and create more room. One of the things I do want to note that I think is quite important, and I mean extremely important that everybody know this, is that you can expand to an SSD and a regular hard drive. Perhaps a SSD is the better move there in terms of putting in a hard drive, so keep that in mind. That's for both systems that you can do that, so keep that in mind. Both machines have USB 3.0 slots, so you could, if you want to put in thumb drives or MIDI controllers, it is possible. So, but yeah, you can use it as a full controller if you want to use it as a MIDI controller. Which brings me to the price. Let's get to that. I know the suspense. Price. So the Mpc Live is coming in, and this is at Sweetwater. Again, the link will be in the description box. It is coming in at $11.99. I'm not talking about $11.99. I'm talking about $1,199. So, and it's only for pre-order right now, so they're really kind of testing the waters of who really wants it, and more than likely it's just the audio file. So this brings this machine to be a high-end machine. It puts it right in the competition of the Electron Octatrack off top there. So now you got a choice of which workflow you want. Obviously AKAI is probably going to be the better choice there. So I mean, if for those, and again, I want to reflect on the Mpc Touch, because I did have snarkly comments on my own about that. I then did my research, and I highly recommend that you do. The Mpc Touch workflow is great, and you really don't have to look at the laptop that you're plugged in to use the Mpc Touch. So that's why I'm so confident about this machine as well. So that's the price, and they also have a lot of videos for you to to digest. But yeah, and the Mpc X is coming in at $21.99, which is not $21.99, guys. It is $2,199, also for pre-order right now. So those are pretty steep prices, but for the form factor and what they're offering for this, I do think that it is worth the cash. So I will give it the cha-ching on that. Run that money machine. So I basically just scratched the surface of both machines, just giving a little bit of a summary of what I've already talked about in previous videos. So tell me, guys, do you think it's worth it? All the information, again, is in the description box if you want to go ahead and pre-order, or just want to wait it out and see what's going to go on or whatnot. Either way, I mean, it's pre-order time anyway, so I highly recommend as a consumer that we wait for more videos and see what AKAI does, and see who can do what with it and all that. I mean, I quite honestly think that it will be very good. I mean, if you can check out the Touch, you'll see that the Touch has a great interface itself. I kind of wonder, what are they going to do as far as the synthesis side, if you're not into synthesizers or having like racks like I have right there. You might be SOL, as they say, my parents used to say. But yeah, anyways, I'm DJ Av, and I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm out of here.
Trap Tendo.